The champagne glasses stopped clinking, and 20 art collectors watched as River Phoenix and Johnny Depp were told that fame doesn't make you artists at an exclusive gallery opening in SoHo. New York City, September 1992. The Meridian Contemporary Gallery occupies a converted warehouse in SoHo, where exposed brick walls display avant-garde works that sell for amounts exceeding most people's annual salaries. This isn't a tourist destination or celebrity photo opportunity. It's a serious venue where established collectors acquire pieces from emerging artists whose careers depend on critical recognition rather than popular appeal. The gallery hums with carefully curated sophistication. Servers in black uniforms circulate with wine that costs more than minimum wage workers earn in a week, while conversations conducted in hushed tones suggest the kind of cultural authority that comes from decades spent distinguishing legitimate art from commercial entertainment. River Phoenix, 21 years old, studies a massive abstract canvas with genuine curiosity rather than performative appreciation. He's wearing a simple black suit that suggests respect for the formal occasion without attempting to compete with the extravagant fashion choices of established art world figures who treat gallery openings as opportunities to display their cultural sophistication. Beside him, Johnny Depp examines a sculpture whose twisted metal forms challenge conventional aesthetic expectations, his own understated attire reflecting serious interest in contemporary art rather than obligation to attend another Hollywood networking event. At 28, Johnny approaches creative work in all forms with the intensity he brings to understanding character development and storytelling techniques. The emotional impact is incredible, River observes, noting how abstract compositions can convey psychological states without literal representation. These pieces communicate feelings that would be impossible to capture through traditional narrative methods. Like musical improvisation, Johnny agrees, recognizing parallels between visual art that breaks established rules and musical expression that transcends conventional song structures. The artist is creating new languages for experiences that can't be expressed through existing forms. Their presence attracts attention from regular gallery patrons who recognize celebrities but aren't certain whether their attendance represents genuine cultural interest or publicity strategies designed to enhance their artistic credibility through association with legitimate creative environments. The evening's featured exhibition showcases works by 3 emerging artists whose innovative techniques challenge traditional approaches to painting and sculpture. Each piece demands extended contemplation rather than immediate understanding, requiring viewers to engage with unfamiliar aesthetic concepts. "Your presence here tonight means something," says Catherine Wells, a longtime collector whose acquisitions have helped launch numerous artistic careers. Most entertainment industry people attend gallery openings for social reasons rather than genuine engagement with contemporary art. River and Johnny spend considerable time examining individual works, asking thoughtful questions about artistic techniques and conceptual foundations rather than seeking photo opportunities or celebrity recognition from other attendees. That's when Edmund Hartwell approaches their group. Hartwell represents old guard art world authority, a 62-year-old critic whose reviews in prestigious publications can determine whether emerging artists achieve commercial success or remain perpetually struggling to gain recognition. His extensive knowledge and sharp critical judgment have earned him influence that extends far beyond journalism into curatorial decisions at major museums. He moves through gallery crowds with the confidence of someone whose opinions shape cultural discourse, his presence causing conversations to pause as artists and collectors recognize someone whose approval or dismissal can transform careers overnight. "Well, well," Hartwell says, his cultured voice carrying undertones of amusement at discovering entertainment industry figures in serious artistic environments. River and Johnny feel immediate attention from nearby patrons, conversations stopping as gallery regulars recognize potential entertainment in the form of celebrity encountering legitimate cultural authority. Hartwell studies them with calculating attention, his expressions suggesting evaluation whether their attendance represents authentic cultural curiosity or calculated attempt to associate themselves with artistic legitimacy they haven't earned through actual creative achievement. Mr. Phoenix, Mr. Depp, Hartwell continues, his tone carrying subtle condescension reserved for people whose fame comes from commercial entertainment rather than serious artistic contribution. I must say I'm surprised to see you both here. This isn't exactly your usual Hollywood crowd. The comment lands like a challenge, other gallery patrons gathering closer to witness how two actors handle direct confrontation from someone whose expertise in visual arts they can't question or dismiss through celebrity status. River responds carefully, recognizing dangerous territory where their genuine interest could be dismissed as superficial cultural tourism. We are here because we appreciate contemporary art and want to understand different forms of creative expression. Hartwell nods slowly, his manner suggesting polite skepticism rather than acceptance of their stated intentions. Appreciate, yes, but appreciation and understanding are quite different things, wouldn't you agree? 5 seconds pass as Hartwell's challenge develops, the gallery falling quieter as patrons sense intellectual confrontation between entertainment industry celebrities and established cultural authority whose opinions carry weight in determining artistic legitimacy. Tell me, Hartwell says with calculated precision, what exactly qualifies you to judge contemporary art? Your experience playing characters created by other people? Your familiarity with commercial entertainment designed for mass consumption? The gallery grows silent, except for the quiet background jazz that accompanies serious cultural events where intellectual discourse takes precedence over casual social interaction. Because here's what I see, Hartwell continues with devastating accuracy. Two actors who believe their fame gives them credibility in artistic domains they haven't studied, haven't contributed to, and frankly don't understand beyond superficial visual appeal. River and Johnny exchange glances, understanding they've encountered someone determined to expose their limitations rather than engage with their genuine interest in expanding their cultural understanding beyond entertainment industry boundaries. Fame doesn't make you artists, Hartwell declares with authority earned through decades of serious cultural criticism. It makes you performers, and there's a fundamental difference between performing other people's work and creating original artistic expression. The words hit both actors with unexpected force, challenging assumptions they hadn't fully examined about their relationship to creative work beyond acting and the cultural authority their professional success provides in artistic discussions. Other gallery patrons watch with fascination as two Hollywood celebrities face intellectual challenge from someone whose expertise they can't dismiss or counter through celebrity privilege or entertainment industry achievements. Then River Phoenix does something that surprises everyone within hearing distance. Instead of defending his artistic credentials or arguing with Hartwell's assessment, he steps closer with genuine curiosity rather than wounded pride. Mr. Phoenix, River says quietly, his voice carrying surprising strength despite the obvious intellectual mismatch. Mr. Hartwell, he says quietly, his voice carrying surprising strength despite the obvious intellectual mismatch. You're absolutely right about the difference between performing and creating, but can you help me understand something? Hartwell's expression shifts slightly, not expecting thoughtful engagement rather than defensive response from someone he'd categorized as intellectually lightweight, celebrity seeking cultural validation. River continues, his confidence growing despite the challenging situation. When I study a character, I have to understand their psychological motivations, their relationship to their environment, the way their internal experiences shape their external behavior. Isn't that similar to what viewers do when engaging with abstract art? Johnny supports his friend while addressing Hartwell directly. We're not claiming to be visual artists or pretending our acting experience qualifies us as art critics, but the process of interpreting emotional content through non-literal representation, isn't that something we do understand, even if we approach it through different mediums? The silence that follows carries different energy than typical gallery discourse, not polite cultural conversation, but recognition that these young men are engaging with artistic concepts more thoughtfully than most celebrity attendees. Catherine Wells, observing from nearby, recognizes authentic intellectual curiosity when she encounters it. Edmund, they're asking legitimate questions about the relationship between performance interpretation and visual art analysis. Other gallery patrons nod, some recognizing that these actors are attempting genuine cultural dialogue rather than seeking validation for credentials they don't possess. Hartwell studies both actors for a long moment, his expression showing calculation rather than immediate dismissal as he reassesses their engagement with serious artistic concepts. "That's an interesting parallel," Hartwell admits grudgingly, his tone shifting from condescending to genuinely instructional. "The interpretive process does involve similar analytical skills, though the creative challenges are quite different." What follows isn't the intellectual demolition everyone expected, but an educational discussion where Hartwell explains the relationship between visual art criticism and performance analysis, allowing River and Johnny to demonstrate their understanding of interpretive techniques while acknowledging the limits of their expertise. The gallery watches with growing respect as two actors engage seriously with cultural concepts beyond their professional experience, without claiming knowledge they don't possess or authority they haven't earned. By evening's end, Hartwell and other critics treat River and Johnny as thoughtful cultural participants rather than celebrity intruders, recognizing their genuine desire to expand their artistic understanding rather than exploit gallery attendance for publicity purposes. Years later, both actors speak about the Meridian Gallery experience as educational rather than simply social, a lesson about earning cultural credibility through demonstrated curiosity and intellectual humility, rather than expecting respect based on entertainment industry success. Hartwell becomes an occasional advisor to both actors on art-related projects, specifically appreciating their willingness to acknowledge expertise beyond their own, while contributing meaningful perspectives from their experience with character interpretation and emotional analysis. 5 seconds in a SoHo gallery in 1992. One moment when two young actors chose learning over defensiveness, curiosity over pride. One choice that transformed potential humiliation into genuine cultural education and proved that intellectual respect must be earned through engagement rather than assumed through celebrity status. The evening that showed authentic cultural participation requires acknowledging what you don't know while contributing what you do understand, creating dialogue rather than demanding recognition for credentials you haven't developed.